I'm going to name Berghain residents and you're gonna say who you like more, okay?
I mean, no offense, yeah?
Efdemin or Norman Nodge?
It's a hard choice, but Efdemin gets me more into the ritual, so I love Norman Nodge. He's like the techno Bruce Wayne.
I never said thank you. And you'll never have to.
Best selections, guts, balls, whatever. Efdemin.
Efdemin or Ben Clock?
Efdemin.
Efdemin or Roadhead?
Efdemin.
Efdemin or Kyle Geiger?
Love Kyle Geiger. Experienced his live set for the first time pretty recently. Efdemin.
Efdemin or Ryan Elliott?
Poor motherfucker. It's Ryan Elliott, because Ryan Elliott is more universal, and when Ryan Elliott, with this whole legacy of house music, plays techno in Berghain, you see what it is to experience an artist that is just completely diversified and has no fear of showing emotions and going out of genre. I have to explain, because these are two of my most favorite artists in the scene. I'm going, sorry Efdemin, you held on for a long time the title. I'm going with Ryan.
Ryan Elliott or Marcel Dettmann?
Love Marcel Dettmann, play a lot of his music, love his charisma. He's one of the biggest OGs ever. I'm going with Ryan Elliott.
Ryan Elliott or Luke Slater?
Oh, fuck.
It's getting worse.
Crazy,
increasingly.
Crazy. I play a lot of Luke's music. I love when he plays. He has all the guts and the balls. He's the master of live as Planetary Assault, as Luke Slater as a DJ, as London Bridge, his house act. Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Arme?
Love Arme. Has a huge influence of how I listen to house music, but Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Quelza?
I mean, Quelza is a talent, but he's still young, and I think he has a lot of potential to grow, but Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Altin Bass?
Altin Bass, very good production, play a lot of his music. Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Answer Code Request?
Answer Code Request, a whole niche of his own of EBM inside of Berghain, true OG, but Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or DJ Nobu?
DJ Nobu is very trippy, is very humble, is very theatrical, is really taking you on a journey, but it still Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Face Fatale?
No doubts. Yeah, I mean, Face Fatale is a cute artist, but not my sound at all, and it's Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Pablo Bossi?
I don't like Pablo Bossi's charisma, to be honest. Artists are personas, I don't know how he is in real life, but I don't like his stage persona. It looks like Tiger King for me. And it's a style. It's a style, and he's very beloved. And his music is pretty good. Italo disco is amazing. But it's not my inner frequency, so Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or DVS1?
DVS1 is one of the most committed artists that I've ever seen in my life. Even the way he smokes a cigarette while he's playing the set, and not leaving the cigarette while knobbing everything out. And he's a very kind of committed person, almost to a Sisyphic kind of style. And he has influenced my ear in electronic music extremely significantly. His sets are magical, his production is super cool, but and he's been the number one for me for a very long time, but I think he lacks the balance. I think he's too much. He's too much. He's amazing. It's Luke Slater, I'm sorry.
Luke Slater or Speedy J?
Speedy J is amazing, but I somehow never been I don't know, I didn't become a fan. Maybe I'll become a fan later, but I really like him. I have friends that are complete mad fans of him. And I think his old project with Rodhead and the other artists, where they gather around and do this live ritual, satanistic, live session of many hours, it's pretty damn cool, but it's Luke Slater for me.
Luke Slater or Oscar Mulero?
I like Oscar Mulero. Never got too much into his world vision, what he sees there. Everybody says there was a magical set of DVS1 and him on the Stone Techno, but I think it's Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Roy Perez?
Yeah, I don't like Roy Perez's sound. Been to his party, been to his sets many times. He's a very respected artist. I like his restaurant more than I like his DJs. Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Partok?
Partok is actually an artist that I really like on stage. We know each other like hello personally. One of his sets that I've listened to in Jerusalem years ago was very influential to me, but there is something that I disconnect with on the persona. And when he's playing together with his collective, with Roy Peretz and Avishai Elimelech, which is called Laundrette Party, I find him to be pretty boring. But when he plays solo and he has the stage for himself, he's pretty amazing. And it still Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Andy Baumecker?
Andy Baumecker is cool. Andy Baumecker is, he understands the zeitgeist, he understands the room, and I like the stage that he also gives to younger artists. He did that with an up-and-coming, very cute artist from my hometown recently, and he's cool. He's more pano, less ritual for me. So I'm going with Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Boris?
Boris is an OG granddaddy of Berghain. I like his uplifting spirit. He's jumping as if he's still 18 with the people, and his sets are very energetic, and he has a wide selection. Sometimes he has moments where he kind of loses the ball, I would say, but I don't think it's something typical to him. I think he's an amazing artist, an amazing charisma, but I'm still going with Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Roman Flügel?
Roman Flügel is the substitute teacher that you wouldn't expect to actually teach better than the original teacher. That's, I mean, his look. Yeah, it's kind of nerdy, and love his production. He's, I don't know how even to define him, disco-ish, I would even say. Super cool guy. Listen to his different sets in different settings, but it still Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Barker?
Barker is cool. I don't have specific associations with his sound. I listen to him a little bit, I think, now on Stone, but of course, a couple of times in Berghain. OG, very good. Luke Slater.
Luke Slater or Andy Martin?
Andy Martin bores me. I'm sorry. He's also a very good, talented professional DJ, but he bores me. Luke Slater.
So Luke Slater it is.
So just a small comment, because I always have to talk some bullshit out of my heart. I decided to go with Luke Slater over two of my all-time faves. And maybe if you would ask me a year ago, I would maybe go with either Ryan Elliott or with Devious One. They are like, for me, the yin and yang of electronic music. One is the king of Berghain, the other is the king of Pano, and they both can do both because they have a huge knowledge, and they have probably huge collections of music and understanding of raves and dance floors and so on. But I think what Luke does, he's like kind of an all-rounder that can do everything. He still actively writes a lot of music, which Devious One is not really doing anymore. Devious One created some of my Techno Bible chapters, and Ryan also used to produce and publish, but Ryan doesn't do that at all anymore. He has a beautiful label called Faith, which supports young house artists and publishes a lot of amazing, beautiful music, and the party is also called Faith. Devious One is in general supporting artists and still doing, I think, events and stuff, and he's just one of the biggest aces in the culture. But I think Luke, he is actually less of a party, less of a label. It probably has a label, I don't follow, but the music that he himself publishes, the sounds that he himself live performs, and the sounds that he chooses to select and to play of other DJs together as sets, together as a persona, together with as somebody that, at least for me, I don't know him personally yet, but through interviews and through his behavior on the sets where I've been to, he's one of the most egoless performing artists that I've seen. I think he's really into it with his soul. He's also a family guy like me. I love to see his social appearance. I like that he looks like kind of a vampire. He has like sharp teeth, so it really resonates with that culture, I think, like half of a wolfman, half of a vampire. So for me, as a pop star, if we can consider now techno as pop, Luke Slater at the moment is for me the current ultimate artist, performing, being a star, but being still humble, producing, performing, playing live. So it's just an all-rounder thing for me, and I still love all the rest. Even those who I said, like Pablo Bozzi or Roy Paris, where I don't connect with the music, I still think that they are essential figures to their niches, and a lot of people love them. So please don't take my hate too seriously.
Thank you.